Our heroes are natural explorers as they venture towards Fleur, almost as natural as a 1 on a d20. New friends can be found in the woods, and they are much kinder than the darkness that weighs over this party. A wild, magical time awaits us here on Mercenaries in Retrograde.
Incredible. Okay, I put my tarot deck away and I just really, really quick before I go to sleep, I take out my beautiful little box that I got and I open it up and I take my bell out and I ring it and I wait to see if it rings back.
All right. It takes a few moments, but you do get a little ding back.
I like hug it against my chest because it's my new favorite thing, and then I put it right back in its box and close it up, make sure it's all nice and safe, and I go to sleep.
Wonderful, wonderful. Somewhere out there, someone else is very happy.
Oh, that's so cute.
Right. And as you go to bed, Simmon, what kind of questions you got for this man?
Oh, where do we begin? Okay. All right.
Do you want to step out of dome?
Yeah, just so we don't want to keep anyone up.
Yeah,
Better.
that's what I was thinking. But yeah, and
Right.
you two get up and you walk out, and he like leads you to like where the car is, so you can like sit down and talk.
So, what do you know any lore about like the old gods?
Oh, I know quite a lot actually.
I mean, I did have quite a bit of an interest in, I guess, religion as a whole. If you'd like to share, because I am quite interested. We don't
yeah.
mind.
What in specific, or just in general?
Anything concerning the mother. I mean, I have my own theory. I mean, is it true that her splitting caused the?
Well, there's a little bit more to it, but it is a little bit of everything. But what are you asking me specific? Do you want to know more about her? Well, again, I only know what has been passed down and what I have gained from my own research. But basically, no one really knows how she died. I just know that she died and the other two were born, Sylvia and Silas. And my family, we kind of were in this group of people who continued to worship her despite her being gone, because it seems like everyone else has forgotten about her. But from what I know, from what has been told to me, and from what I have gained from my own personal research about it's a little iffy of the exact timeline because records are awful back then, but anything from 1,000 to a little less than 1,000 years ago is when she split. And when she split, there was a war, and that war caused lots of problems, and lots of death. And this is where things get iffy, because nobody really knows the exact catalyst for all of this, but the continent split in two, the ley lines scattered, Mythilion started to float, and now we have it as we know it.
So this war, was that like war between the mortals or war between all the planes? Because I hard to believe that all of us little fleshlings could cause, continents splitting and islands floating in the sky.
Again, I don't really know much, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't 100% trust everything I learned as a child. But from that and my own context clues, it seems to be that the affairs of the gods spilled over to the mortals, and that is what caused the war. I don't know if there's more planar shit involved. I can assume as much, but I don't really know. I would assume so if the gods' business spilled over to the mortals, and then there was an issue with at least Celestia. I wasn't alive, I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? Fair. No, I'm glad you're not thousands of years old at the.
I mean, sometimes I wish I was.
You know what? No, I get that. Me too.
I would love to see what this place is like before the split.
I know, me too. Okay, leaning into that, do you know what's happening with those bases that are underneath Renaissance? Because he was like in the arms.
Well, I know of them. I know that they existed. They were kind of like shelters. There's this disconnect that I cannot find the weave through between those and the statues. There's something there that I'm missing that is driving me a little mad. But I do know they are connected somehow, and I believe maybe those were the original groups of people who started, or maybe I'm at a loss, if I'm being honest. I really don't know. It's all speculation.
Yeah. Okay. So do you think I'm just spitballing here? So they were there originally. Did the government set up that we found the freaking mushrooms? Have you seen the freaking mushrooms? I'm sure the government knows about the freaking mushrooms. I pull out the freaking mushrooms in case he hasn't. And the weird experiments. You got the crystals in your basement.
I know about the crystals. That's a little bit of the reason I was there. I was sent to try and figure out how to kind of reverse the damage they've been doing, but I am at a loss. They don't know what's going on, I don't know what's going on, so I figured if you guys are investigating it, I might as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's definitely off.
Obviously they know what's going on to some extent, since they are creating them, but...
Do they have any plans to deal with the people that are getting sick?
I mean, I think that's why I was there, at least. They were asking me more about side effects and stuff to do with these crystals and what I know about the planes to negate some of the side effects, but I don't know enough about this. I know about the planes, I don't know about giving them a physical crystalline form.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair. Do you have any idea what they was trying to do when they made the...
When they made them?
Yeah. I mean, are they the ones that made them? Where are they coming from?
I believe they are, and if they're not, they're buying them from someone. I know it's just... Obviously, it's planar energy. It's a large source of power. It powers the city. It powers the monorail. It powers what makes the water towers fill with water every day. It's part of the city. Powers everything. Without it, I think the city would collapse, which is a major issue since it's causing so many problems.
Yeah. Any idea? I mean, why would you need crystals with planar energy in them?
The power source. At least that's what they say they're for. I didn't really question
Maybe they're
them.
trying to build sort of laser or weapon.
A laser? A weapon? For what?
I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. That's just a thought. Super soldiers? The crystals were in a bug? Who's to stop him from putting them in a person and trying to make some kind of sort of crystal planar person that's gonna... No, it's a dumb idea. You're looking at me like...
Actually, make an insight check.
6.
Yeah, you think he's just looking at you like you're crazy. I'll write it down at least. It's always good to have any theory. Anything else you want to know?
What do you know about the statues?
Not much. I know.
You know about the cicada skin thing?
The cicada skin thing.
Well, I guess that's just how I've been referring to it in my brain. The fact that there's like the avatar shells of the gods.
Well,
unless I got that mixed up. That was just what I.
No, well, what I know about the statues is they're in every major city, pretty much. And there's a few that aren't, but they're near some other important places. I know vaguely what you're talking about as far as the celestial body inhabiting the one in Renaissance.
Mm-hmm.
Not all of them look like her.
Well, I mean, I've only seen her and attempted to see another one, but that's besides the point. What do the other ones look like? Are they not all cicada skins? Some of them got bits inside?
I don't know. I don't know what you mean like by cicada skin. I don't think they were a vessel for God. I just think if you think about it, right? In order for a god to form, right, from the corpse of a dead one, there needs to be something else for it to attach to. And if you think about it in the way of Sylvia and Silas attached to the forests, Sylvia attached to the Warforged, and the statues, I guess, if that's her, I guess it's a big Warforged.
Yeah, oh. Okay.
You see as he says that, his face just drops, and he makes eye contact with you, grabs your hands, and goes, I guess it's a big Warforged.
Yeah, it's a big Warforged.
Shit.
Yeah.
Gotta get inside it.
I know. I thought it would be weird to get inside it, but I kind of want to get inside it.
What could be inside it? Like, if you think it's its own gears and stuff, or do you think there's something more? It's so huge.
Yeah, I mean, maybe some kind of like weird magic-y celestial gears. I imagine. Now this is just me spitballing. I imagine it would look something like whatever this whole celestial looks like, because that would be technology's transferring straight to here. Whatever that thing has, it's got what the gods have.
Ooh, that's enticing.
I know.
I'm gonna jot that down for later.
I am too.
And you both just write down in your books. That's good information, but again, please, I would keep everything you know to yourself for the most part.
Oh, done. I'm kind of a crackpot. No one really wants to hear my theories, so no worries.
Well, from what I have experienced, it's normally the crazies that have the best insight.
I think he blushes a little.
My God. Oh my God. Yeah, you guys kind of just sit there for a moment. And he kind of just is like scribbling down some notes in his book, and like flipping through a few things. You like he like kind of like looks up at the sky for a bit, and then he kind of like looks back at you and is like, "Oh, you should probably get to bed."
I mean, probably, but I'm used to staying up late.
Yes, but we're on the move. It's not very healthy.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll keep watch at the cart.
Yeah. You have a good night. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. And I go to bed, and my lizard, it sits next to him, and their hand and like pats him on the side.
Okay, yeah, he knew it was going there. It's not gonna jump and scare him. He does have a moment like, oh my god, and then he like sees that it's the lizard. It's like, oh, it's okay. Get a little head pat with his fingy. Yeah. And unless anyone else wants to do something, the night comes to a close.
Do we have any more scary, horrible dreams?
Not tonight, no.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, you guys are on your second day out. Who rolled? It was Algernon who rolled last time?
Yeah.
Celeste, do you want me to roll me a d8?
I do. I would love to. It's my favorite thing. The 2.
A 2. Alright, you guys are, making your way into the forest. It's a little bit,
Making my way downtown.
I'm walking past lanes, past the home bound.
Musical episode now.
you're an audio
Okay, sorry, continue.
nightmare. I love you. You guys are heading into the forest now. You notice it's a little bit harder to navigate. There's no like really like paved paths, but like most of the routes are easy enough for you to get over because you have nice wheels. So
good wheels.
yeah, so it's not the most comfortable ride, but it's definitely not the best.
Popping a lot of wheelies.
Yeah, you have to pop some to get over some particularly big vines on the ground. And you guys start to make your way deeper into the forest. Griffin's actually leading the way a bit since he kind of knows where he's going and you guys aren't quite familiar with the area. And you guys head into this like clearing area to take just a quick little respite. And you see like before you like there's this beautiful like shimmering like lake that's just really calm. It looks like there's a bunch of like lily pads and like lotus flowers and like there's like a little frog sitting on like one of the lily pads just making like some ambient frog ribbits.
I would like to check for traps. I'm casting find traps.
Are you really?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, really.
What does find traps do?
You sense the presence of any trap within range that is within line of sight. So the range is 120 feet. This includes anything that would inflict a sudden or unexpected effect you consider harmful or undesirable, which was specifically intended as such by its creator. Would sense area affected by alarm spell, glyph of warding, mechanical pit trap, but would not reveal a natural weakness like an unstable ceiling or hidden sinkhole. It just reveals the trap is present. You don't learn the location of each trap, but you do learn the general nature of the danger posed by the trap you sense.
Okay. I wouldn't say there's a trap per se.
Yes.
Nobody move, there's a trap here.
Algernon stops the cart.
Especially, oh, you guys did stop the cart. You guys are kind of like...
Yeah.
You couldn't bring the cart fully into...
What is...
this area, so you kind of had to, like, set it off to the side because the forest is a little too dense to bring a cart through.
What is the general nature of the danger posed by the trap that I sense?
There's not a trap per se. It's.
Oh. You
Yeah.
said there was a trap!
Oh, I said there's not!
Oh, well then scratch that part where I said everybody stop, there's a trap here. Because I thought you said there is a trap here,
No.
and you said there isn't a trap here.
Yeah, there's not a trap per se. Also, you kind of like... It's not a trap, but I'll give you this because you casted a spell. Water itself doesn't seem like it's bad, but it does seem like there is some unseen side effects to it.
Ooh. Yeah, I get out of the cart and I'm gonna go look in the water. I touch it.
You guys, again, you guys are like not in the car at the moment because you had to like go to a more like clearing area, so you guys get some rest for the time being.
Oh, you're so right. You literally already said that. I touched the
You're
water.
good. Yeah. Let's see something real quick. Let me pull that open. Can you just roll me a d20 real quick?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna roll a big chonker.
Oh yeah, get that chonk.
Oh, well, my chonker rolled me a 1.
All right, give me a second. The thing is loading.
Never using that die again.
You put your hand on the water, and you like just like lean down and you touch it, and as you touch it, like this green energy kind of like fizzles out from your fingertips, and then kind of like comes at you, and you turn into approximately 5 frogs. You guys look over as Celeste touches the water, and then all of a sudden you just see 5 frogs sitting where she was on her chair.
Can I talk as a frog? As
No.
5 frogs?
You can rivet, but you are 5 frogs.
No! All 5 frogs are fucking just screaming. They're going, "Rah, rah, rah." And just hopping around wildly.
I'm gonna try to cast the spell magic on this.
Yeah, you cast a spell magic on her. Do the frogs leave the chair, or do you stay on the chair?
Oh yeah, no, they were hopping wildly all over the place. So I feel like when Celeste comes back, she's just like on her butt, laying on her back on the ground, like ah!
You're welcome.
Maybe don't touch the water. I didn't think it would.
Do you think it does that? Wait, do you think it does that every time?
Simmon, no.
Probably.
Simmon, no.
Simmon,
I
it
touched-
probably does something really
Simmon,
weird
no.
every time.
Simmon, no.
But Algernon, could you dispel it again?
I have one more spell slot.
Let me see if I have anything.
Simmon, no.
Wait! Hold on. Don't even... You know what? Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna go touch the water.
Simmon.
Well,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Chief. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Well, D20 for me.
16. Yeah.
Ooh, you touch the water, and then it's like there's just like a like rock band chorus around you as like your like theme music starts to play around you.
It's wild magic water.
Oh.
It's not even good music.
I'm wounded. I'll have you know that this is... Fucking hell, I gotta run through this playlist.
This is Mother.
This is
Hayloft by Mother.
Mother.
No! That is not his theme song!
This is. Oh, Anna.
This is-
by Mother.
This is 2 Trunks by Lemon Demon!
It's like an instrumental rock version of Two Trucks by Lemon Demon. Oh my god.
My God.
Can I? I guess I
I
don't.
want a jar of this. Can I get a jar of
Yeah, I
this?
was gonna also ask that if I could.
Yeah.
If I could.
I got
Are you
bottles.
trying
You're all
to
getting
not
jars of
touch the
this.
water?
Yeah, I wanna try and get like a scoop up a jar of it without touching the water as much as possible.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity save.
Okay.
Simmon, are you just going for it?
Yeah, I'm just going for it.
I got a
All right.
14.
14? Yeah, you're able to. You can't get a lot, but you're able to get a nice little vial of it without.
Okay,
touching
cool. I don't need a
It.
lot.
Simmon, roll me a d20.
That's an 18.
You go to reach down to touch it, and you turn into a very large banana tree for a minute.
I'm not dispelling this for you, Simmon.
No, this one's really his own fault, and I think we should just let him wait it out.
Yeah, I have to agree.
You see
But
one
I
of
got
like
a little vial of it now, and we can maybe use it in a scary
Throw it at
situation.
someone, yeah.
you do-
Exactly.
you do like see like one of like the banana leaves is like has the vial in the hand.
I'm gonna take the vial.
It's in the water.
Oh, it's in the water? Okay.
Yeah.
Now come get me.
No, I'm not.
No. No, he can wait.
You wait a full minute before he becomes Simmon again.
I could have turned back time. Whoa. But then I would have had to stick my hands back in the water.
Then I hit rewind.
Yeah. Yeah. You get this little vial. You want to touch it anymore?
One last time.
Simmon!
Roll a d20.
5.
Yes. Roll me a d6.
2.
You all watch as he touches the water, and then he turns orange.
That doesn't happen this time.
It doesn't happen?
I said nothing happened this time.
You can see
Oh,
your
something
reflection.
happened.
You can see your reflection in the water. You're orange.
Oh, I look like my mother.
You do.
I do now look like my mother.
That's really funny.
Are you stuck like that forever now?
I know orange goes with my eyes, but I don't think this is the look for me. I'm gonna turn back time 6 seconds. No one will ever remember this happened except for me.
All right, you are
What?
just when you do that,
Then
you're in the middle of touching it. So I'm gonna need you to roll.
Oh,
Another
shit.
d20.
Turn it back 1,000 times! Did not touch it at all!
is it the same thing?
You turn it to 5. Actually, you're taller. You probably get 6 frogs.
No! Algernon, don't make him be frogs, please.
I just spell it.
You are no longer 6 frogs.
You owe me, Simmon.
Ribbit.
Simmons, don't touch the water anymore.
Okay, I won't touch the water anymore. I promise.
Thank you.
You're serving.
Oh. Yeah, where is Irvin?
Where is Ribbit?
Through all
Where's
this.
I think Algernon looks just.
You
Wait.
see as he goes to touch the water, as you all turn
Irvin!
around.
He turned into 5 frogs.
I'm gonna pick all of the frogs and just put them on me.
Hop off of you.
I can't spell this one.
He just starts hopping around. He hops on top of some of the lily pads in the water.
Oh, get off the lily pads, you're gonna fall in.
No, Irvin, please. You've got to come back out of the water or it's going to happen to you again.
Irvin.
Irvin!
He hops off of it after you plead him. And then after a minute he does come back to his normal form.
Irvin.
Want to see what would happen. I didn't think we would all, like, you guys, I guess you all statistical wonders that goes for both good and bad.
Yeah.
Statistically, we would all turn into frogs, huh?
Yeah.
I don't want to touch it. Where's Ben?
Oh no.
Alright, you don't see Ben.
Ben?
No!
You
roll
don't
it
see
away.
Ben, and then you hear "Choo!" And you look over, he just touched the water, and now he has a diamond in his hand.
Oh!
It's just
Benvolio?
came out of my nose.
Oh.
Oh, hey, actually, Ben, that would be actually extremely helpful in case one of us dies.
You want it?
That is-
So, nobody gets any more ideas about touching the water, but I would very much like that diamond if you would let me have it.
Nose diamond?
He gives it to you.
Girlfriend's nose diamond?
Yeah,
Yeah.
As you look at it, you can see that it is a diamond that can be used for Revivify. He rolled a natural 20.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, he sneezed out a diamond.
Thank you very much. Algernon, could you please prestidigitate this? It's very gross.
I
Not
press
that gross.
it.
Thank you very much. I promise to use it in case you die. And I put it in my pocket.
Yeah, as you guys are like kind of just like relaxing around here, you guys can take a short rest as long as you don't touch
how
the water
nice.
anymore. It's,
Yeah,
it's
I
a
will not
relaxing
be
little
taking more.
area. Yeah. And as you guys are kind of just like relaxing, like laying back, enjoying your day.
I hate it when he rolls some things.
I hate it when you roll something.
You guys are kind of just relaxing, and then you hear like a few like rustlings in the trees around you, and then you hear the sound of hooves impacting onto like some stone ground. And do you guys turn to look, or do you just wait?
I would like to look.
I want to look.
Yeah, you guys look behind you, and you see this. You guys see this young man. He has very long brown hair. He has two horns curling at the side of his head. He looks to be a faun. He's wearing like this almost not like regal armor, but it looks like it is part of what you would assume is the floor guard. As he like finished tying off a rope to the side of a tree he just seemingly came down, and he turns to like look at you all, and then he like pauses as he looks at Celeste. As Celeste, you notice you're staring at Sasha. Yeah, and he's like, oh my god.
Celeste like jumps up out of her wheelchair to like run and like I don't know if he's on a horse, but she's going to try to give him a hug.
Oh, he has hooves.
Oh, that's why the hoof noises. Oh yeah, she jumps up out of her wheelchair and like gives him a huge hug.
Hold on, let me roll a strength check for him. Yeah, you like fully body him, and he like catches you and like moves in such a way that he's the one that takes the brunt of the fall, so you don't get hurt. And he's like, oh my god! Hey, Celeste.
It's so good to see you. Oh, I'm so sorry. Are you all right?
You're good. You're good. It's really good to see you too. Oh my god! I just heard a lot of commotion I hear, and I know sometimes there can be the frog mishap.
Oh yes, I turned into frogs, and Simmons turned into frogs, and Evan turned into frogs. Over 50% of our party has turned into frogs, but we're back now and everything's fine.
That's great. That's great. What are you like? What are you doing up here?
We're out adventuring because I'm an adventurer now.
Oh.
What are you doing over here?
You see, as like he like adjusts his like he like you guys have moved to like kind of like sit up, so he's not so you're not on top of him.
I'm not just smushing him on the ground.
Yeah, like he like kind of like helps you up and like leads you back to where your party was.
Yeah, I go sit back in my wheelchair now.
Yeah. He's like, and he like adjusts like this like little like pin on his chair, and he's like, I'm kind of training with the Royal Guard.
That's
Fleur.
wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Thanks. My captain is back at our base, but he let me come out and check out the area, so that's good.
Well, I'm so glad it was you and not somebody else. These are all my friends. And I introduce everyone to each other. I say, I'm like, this is Simmons and Algernon and Ben and is Irvin still frogs?
No, he turned back.
And Irvin. And everyone, this is my friend Sasha.
Hi, Sasha.
I rolled attraction to this man, and it was a 69.
I will say he is much younger than you.
He's like, I think he's younger than Celeste, right? Is he like a few years younger than Celeste or a few years younger than, yeah. So he's like, if Celeste is like 22, he's like 20.
Yeah, he's like early 20s.
Still.
At least they're not a minor.
At least he's not a minor.
I hate you guys.
I love you.
Yeah, you notice like you haven't seen him in a hot minute. He's like gotten much taller. He's a little broader in the shoulders. His like he's kind of like grown a little bit into his sadder legs, so like they're a little more
Aww.
like they look a little like when he was younger, like it was like this weird balance, and his legs were like just a little too big for his tiny form.
Mhm.
But he's kind of balanced out a little bit.
He was a weird lanky teen.
He was a weird like now he's got some little muscle definition, and you notice he has like a very long bow attached to his back with a few arrows.
Ah, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's really nice to meet you guys. It's been a while since I've seen Celeste. Maybe like what, like 4 years?
I think so. It's been a while. I've just recently left home and came out to the material plane. It's my first time. I've never been.
Are you enjoying it?
Yes, it's very lovely.
That's great. I would love to show you around Fleur a little bit.
Yes, please. I look back at the rest of my party and I was like, do we have time, please?
I mean, we were planning to go to Fleur anyways for a bit to plan out stuff, so.
Oh, well, that's great. Well, I'm currently stationed outside of the main, like, city, but I can go ask my captain if it's all right.
I would love that so much.
Yeah, it's so great to see you again. Have you met, like, have you seen any of the others, or just me?
No, I haven't really had a chance to reach out to anybody, and unfortunately, I don't. We're not really supposed to have like a lot of contact information or anything, so I don't really have a way to reach out. I really don't know where anyone else is. I'd wanted to when I came to the material plane. I thought maybe I might run into some of you, but it turns out that the material plane is much, much, much larger than I thought. So,
Yeah, it is quite big.
so I haven't really seen anyone. Until very recently, I hadn't really left Renaissance very much anyway. So so you're the first that I've had a chance to see again.
Well, that makes me lucky.
I think I'm very lucky as well.
So how do you guys know?
Oh, yes, of course. Sasha used to stay with my fathers and I for a few months, almost a year, I think.
Lovely.
Yeah, it was about like 9 months, a year. Yeah.
Yep, and then
My aunt
You-
was found, so
yeah,
stayed
and
there
I'm
for a
so
little bit.
glad. She's nice, is she?
Yeah, she's real nice. She actually is a seamstress back in Fleur. So.
Oh, wonderful! I'd love
Yeah.
to meet her if we have the
Oh
chance.
yeah, for sure. She'd love to see me. I'm kind of like I haven't been home in a bit because I've been doing my training. And it's taken a lot of my time. But I gotta stay fit, gotta stay active, gotta keep on watch.
Well, I'm sure you have a lot on your plate. But yes, we would love someone who knows Fleur a bit better than we do.
Yeah, that'd be great. Do you guys have like a cart or something, or are you?
We do. It's just back a bit, but yes. I don't, guys. I don't know how to use my words.
Yeah, no, that's great. I will go. You can like go back to your cart. I'll find you. I'm really good at tracking things, so I'll find you. And then I can help lead your cart.
Wonderful. Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to meet you guys as well. It's great to see friends of friends.
Hell yeah. We's
Right.
getting a god escort. We's important.
I mean, it seems so.
Yeah, and you see like he like kind of hooks himself back up on like back onto like this like rigging that he had made, and he starts climbing back up the tree. And you like actually look up now, and you see like it's not as like as not sturdy is not the right word, but it's not as like noticeable or like very like what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't look like it's like used often, but there does seem to be like this rope bridge that's made out of vines and like thick leaves up at the top that like is kind of intertwined within itself. And you kind of like look up around you, and you do notice there seems to be a lot of like secret little like watch areas that you didn't notice before.
Oh, that's so cool.
I
Yeah,
love it. I love it.
I think we start heading back to our cart, and Celeste kind of explains a little bit further. Because she didn't want to she didn't know how much like Sasha would want to share, but also she does want to like fill in her friends. So she's like, yes, my father's take in children whose parents have died and been sent to hell and left them without anyone to take care of them. So they come and stay with us for a few months or however long it takes to find some family members or friends of the family, whoever can take them in and make sure that they're all right. So Sasha stayed with us for almost a year, and until his aunt came to claim him.
Charming.
Oh, that's lovely.
We were very close friends for the time when we were children. There were a few actually lots of children that have come and stayed with us, but Sasha was always, it was nice when other children my age would be there, because I didn't really have a lot of friends in hell, as you might expect.
Yeah.
So it was very lovely to have him there, and it's so nice to see him again. I'm so excited.
Well, I'm glad
So
you're
glad
happy.
you're excited. I'm excited because you're excited.
I'm also
Celeste-
excited. You're excited.
Celeste is just like wiggling in her chair a little bit. She's
Oh
doing
my
a
god, I
little
wiggle
wiggle.
with her.
Yeah, as you guys are just talking and having a good time, you you see as he makes his way back down a tree that's closer to you guys now, and he kind of like stops down in front of your cart and like kind of checks it out. He probably hasn't. You notice like the way he's looking at it, he's like, horseless cart. That's weird. I'm not gonna question it too much. But he's like, as long as you don't go too fast, I know like a little bit of a shortcut that I can just take you through on foot. Not on
that'd be
you don't have to
great.
be on foot. I will be on the foot.
I'll be on
Perfect.
hold.
On the hoof. Anyway.
I get it.
You see as he like adjusts his glasses a little bit. He's still the little dorky guy,
He is. He may have gotten buffer and taller, but he's still my favorite little dork.
Yeah, and he starts to like lead you through this path, and you see he does have like a little rapier at his hip that he uses to cut back some of like the leaves so that you guys have a like safer trek through.
Aw.
And yeah, he just let you know that it's probably going to be another day or two, but now that you have him, it's probably not going to be as difficult.
Nice.
So,
I think whoever's driving, I'm gonna like come sit up in the like quote passenger seat of the cart so that I can like sit and talk to Sasha and we can kind of like catch up a little bit as we're I'm sure he's gonna be mostly focused on like survival stuff, but
Yeah.
in between we can talk about things and just like catch up while we're on the road.
Yeah, you were able to. I think Irvin is the one who was driving the cart, so you just like
Cool.
saddle up next to him and you just start talking to Sacha. Honestly, it's just a lot of small talk. There's not much that's been going on besides what he's
Yeah.
already told you, but yeah, it's nice to catch up with someone like that.
It's very good to do. It's good to do small talk.
Yeah.
It's nice.
And we'll just skip through the next rest because you have him now, so you have a guide.
Oh yeah.
So as the second day of travel within the forest comes to a close, it's like starting to get dark, and you've noticed you guys have never really been in a forest before. Like none of you are really like forest people, and you notice like as it starts to get dark, like it gets dark in this forest quickly because the trees cover so much, and there's so many of them. But you notice like as it starts to get dark, like some flowers off on the path that you're going on start to open, and like they have like this bright light that emits from them that kind of just follows you as you go. And as you get closer to like the main city, the flowers seem to get bigger and brighter and more extravagant and welcoming. And as you walk into this seemingly like empty clearing, you see as like he kind of like as Sasha kind of stops and like puts his hands on his hips and looks up, and you follow his gaze and you see in front of you this large tree that has like a bunch of interconnecting like village type situations, but in the tree, like they are little tree houses, but a village of them. And you see like it's all connected to this main tree that is very intricately carved and has like its own little like areas within it that look kind of like it's a castle. And he just smiles like, "Welcome to Fleur."